Looks like we're all here. Anybody want to approve the minutes of the last meeting?
I'm David, I wasn't here.
Bet you would.
Yeah, I'd make a motion.
I'll say, that's a good move.
It's already approved.
How about pay the bills from the last meeting? Last month.
Let's talk about that. You changed it all of a sudden.
We'll separate it out.
Right. So is it just the, and I looked over it a little bit last night, is this, I know what this is, check register. So
Well, that's, we owe the vendor.
I know, but I'm saying this or the check register, is this the, what we're paying?
That's the page and that's the,
Right, this is her,
yeah, AP balance.
right.
And those are what was paid with that.
Yeah.
It's at the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
I got you.
For the bond fund.
Good.
But those are also in the big check register that was on top.
Okay,
Yeah, but we wanna pull them out so you can see them a little easier.
right.
What's the difference between these eight?
Those are checks written, these are what we owe the vendor.
Oh, we
These are
still
just-
owe?
As of
still
yesterday.
owe, Yeah.
Oh, we'll always have a vendor
Sure.
balance, you know, that's not. Total maybe on the back.
144.
So we have paid Mountain Computers $6,000, but we're still owing $4,800 more?
Yeah.
What in the world are they doing?
That's just 2 months is what that is. And 6,000 has some equipment repairs and software updates and stuff like that. And it's normally in your 40-some $100.
48?
Yeah.
And that's all primarily just leases?
Yep.
46.
And well, it's his services every night backing up our billing system.
My question on these, this, I don't have any specific question on it, but is, how old are these? See what I'm saying?
These are
Like,
on the current here, and I can get you an aging schedule each time if you'd rather see it that way.
Right, I mean, say like, let's say, for example, if you're looking at AutoZone.
Yeah.
We own, what, $275.
We pay the AutoZone and advancing them every week to week and a half. So
Okay,
that's-
okay. I'm just saying, I'm just using it as examples. AutoZone, is that 60 days old, is that 30 days old?
Those are current, and that's what
Okay.
we'll do next
Okay.
month, we'll show you that, but, all these local auto parts people and stuff like
Good.
that, we're trying to pay every 7 to 10 days to keep them
You
in good
have
shape
it.
for John.
Right. Okay.
On the leases with Mountain Computers, go over that with me. How many computers do we lease off of him? What all does that involve?
Now, that's the main server,
Okay.
and then I would think we're probably at 12 to 15 laptops total, wouldn't you say?
I don't know.
I'd have to get a good count for you. And then, her desktop, this desktop, this desktop, that desktop, how many you got? The one down there desktop? Yours?
Is it better for us to lease them, Eddie, or not buy them ourselves?
Using the term lease is a little bit misleading because in that is what he backs up our service every night for as well, and comes in, you know, any problems we have with software, whatever. So just to say that amount is for leasing, like I say, it's a little misleading because it's such a big service that he performs the backup. That's so critical. And
And then if you have a problem with the network or
Yes.
something like that, he'll come in.
immediately shows up and fixes any network problems or anything.
But is there an extra cost into that?
No,
He does?
that's in that.
It's in there.
Yeah.
That's like support?
Yep. So overall, it's all the computers we use plus his services to maintain the system.
You wanna see the difference between what it would be on an outright purchase of machines, maybe not the server for the billing, but
Yeah.
my machine, Mike's, maybe a little less critical.
Yeah, I just always kind of felt like it was an awful big expenditure for that, but I know that there's, I deal with computers in my office.
You gotta have them.
Well, I hate that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest.
We feel the same way.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're a
For
pain
for
in
us,
the
the
butt.
critical thing of backing up the billing system is just,
But I do my own backup.
yeah.
I take care of that myself.
Says the man with a rotary dial cell phone.
Well, I've got it in my
It
office.
never answers.
And I don't see any reason to pay a fortune for something if you can do it yourself.
Oh, I know, I was just.
We pay $5,000 a month here.
I'm just messing with you over your cell phone.
I don't have a rotary cell phone.
Well, if they
You
made
keep
them,
saying
if they
that,
made
I
them,
don't
if
have
they
one.
made them, you'd have one.
I might, because I don't like I don't like any telephone, to be honest with you. I try to get away from it. But I just
I
look
honestly feel like that we're getting the
Pretty
best
good
bang
for
for
our
our buck with the way it's set up. I
okay,
don't like it,
I understand.
but
It's just a cost of business.
it's the cost of business.
It is. I've spent money this week.
And he is tremendous.
So they
He
killed
does-
me at the office.
He
Golly.
does a tremendous job of getting here too when we need him, so it's
Yeah, just in our
Pretty good
garage,
thing.
we're probably.
That's important, especially when you're doing billing over the internet.
$500-600 a month.
That they
That's
get
just,
quick.
we're
And I
probably
have a
putting
question
those-
on that too. Now that we use United, do they do their backup as well? Is that
Well,
included in
you were,
ours?
something predates you on that. Before you got here, we had a major crash. And, their backup was what failed us.
Okay.
So that's the reason we pay Gilbert
Another
to
backup.
back up the system
He does
every
it.
night.
Does
He
he?
backs it up every night, so, I mean, we had quite a 6 to 8 week back and forth with United. They actually ended up having to, pay us some money because we had to take the hard drive from the server and send it to Texas to have it forensically recovered. So, yeah, to answer your question, I hope I did. That's the reason that there's a redundant backup in it. It's definitely a safety factor.
Any other?
What else Kip doing for us right now? What else he working on for us?
Really Southern and Martin County,
Okay,
Oh, that's big.
back and forth on it.
I saw a pretty good bill from him there out here.
Well, that was so much he did with the PSC hearing when I had to testify and everything,
Back
so,
then,
Okay.
and the filings.
I tell you what, he's been all over.
Yeah.
Seems to me like
Oh,
he has
yeah.
been.
Yeah,
He does a pretty good job. I
I
think.
talked to him a little while ago.
Yeah. I don't have anything.
And this, the way we're wanting to report to you is a work in process.
Yeah.
Any suggestions that you all have as far as any different way of presenting it? This is cumbersome, but it's a little more explanatory.
Yeah, it is more explanatory.
I just hated this so
And
many
I feel like
pages.
I've got my head around it better now. I mean,
Yeah. That's been
yeah, and I
really
do like
good.
where you showed on each of these, what come out of the what.
Different.
Yeah, the different funds and everything, yes, sir.
The only thing I'd like to add to this, Ken, is just the age
Aging,
of it.
not a problem.
That's it.
We looked at that yesterday.
The way you have to run the aging in the new system is you have to, if I put to do an aging as of today, it will only show you on it what is due as of today, nothing later. So if you want everything that's in the billing system or the AP system, you have to put a later date. Therefore, if I put October 31st, it's gonna show what that's gonna look like at October 31st. It will not show it
Today.
today.
And we
It'll
were
say-
talking to the software company to try to see if there's a way they can manipulate their software to make that report a little better.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Because it'll show it at 10/31 if it's still outstanding. It'll be,
Which
Yeah.
would show
60 days.
bills older than they truly are.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So, we'll tinker with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
We'll tinker with it and see what we can come up with for you.
Have a motion to pay the bill?
I'll make a motion.
One second.
Motion carried. Special projects financial report?
Miss Stephanie will take you through that.
put this on the end.
Yeah, that's the last thing.
Yep.
Is it this one?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The first one is just the two checks that were written on the 1428 project.
Pretty standard, of course, each
Yeah.
month to see the construction engineer vote.
Who sets how much they get a draw? Do we keep up with this percentage wise? How do y'all do that?
No, that's a, KIA actually has to approve it. They submit it on, the contractor pay apps, it's pretty in-depth
Okay.
by details. I know you all years ago, when you did Stonecrest, did similar
Yeah,
pay
right,
requests. And on the engineering, it's a percentage that they are allowed to draw each time
yeah,
based on the construction cost.
okay.
That's kind of a general rule they go by.
And the second one's just the US 23. And then attached at the back is the actual check register for those.
You get any comments on Abbott and Stevens Range?
Yeah, they're all right. They're ready to go on, they're ready to go online with ASAP. They're all excited.
You too, you get any?
Yeah, I had a guy ask me today, he want to know when we was gonna,
Stevens Ranch.
yeah.
Stevens Ranch, right there.
Cliffside.
Change
Cliffside.
one. Oh, I always get that mixed up.
Yeah.
As far as updates, construction wise, US 23 main is done, tied in on each end. Now we're down to, you know, the pump station there at Howland that we talked about quite a bit before. And, the vault there on the right, there at Betsy Lane, it's completed now. Have they also satisfied the state now with the
We gotta,
surrounding?
we gotta meet with them probably toward the end of the week and make sure they're gonna release that right there.
Yeah.
At the,
They had some, a little bit of hiccups because the vault was sticking up out of the ground a little bit more than they wanted, so Kirby's been up there.
Looks like they
now.
feel around it
Yeah,
now.
we're trying to make sure he feels around it to the state's approval.
That's all.
I'm pretty pleased with the project progress. Brian and Patrick have made a decision over there at the mouth of Abbott, as far as that lift station there, did a little bit different than the engineers did. Well, Brian's inputs there, so. Other than that, they're, with this kind of weather, they've done pretty good.
Well, right now it's time to do it.
Absolutely, get it when we can. Other than that. we
Need a motion on that?
Project.
Motion to accept the,
I'll make a motion.
My second.
Our plans are, our plans are, we're looking heavy at what we hope to do at the water treatment plant with the rest of the river crossings, water treatment plant monies. We'll make some pretty substantial improvements out there that's gonna really help the water treatment plant.
Which one? Which water treatment?
Water treatment here,
Oh, right here.
just the water treatment. It will make us a true capacity that it's rated at when we get to that point and improve several areas that's needed some attention for quite some time. He and his bunch have done an outstanding job of getting the flock basin, you know, up to date. We've got one completed and working on the other one now, aren't they?
Waiting on the river cleared out.
Yeah.
Then I gotta drive a little work done.
really?
And, of course, y'all know that we've got the first reading last night of the updated ordinance to increase y'all's board size.
Mhm.
Under 61A, if you all wouldn't mind entertaining me for a minute, so I can talk about my appointments and make sure we're all on board. We just need to go in executive session a little while so I can leave, because I had a long drive ahead.
Okay. Somebody make a motion, Rick,
I'll
next.
make a motion.
My second.
You getting that through?
You wanna step back here, or?
I think we can step back there.
We move on,
Yeah,
motion.
motion come out of executive session from
I'll
somebody.
make it.
Second.
New business?
Yeah.
Work together?
Update you. The 405 rate that we told them that we'd go to, they seemed to like it, their board went for it. They came back to me, Mr. Kerr did, saying that when he went to his hearing with the PSC, that PSC asked him to come back to us to see if we just simply go back to the old rate, the old 305 rate.
305.
Now, since, you know, most of the time, you know, they owe us, that means that cuts us back, that's what we'd be getting for the water in the future, but they would owe us $3.05 per 1,000 gallons, which is the way it used to be. As far as the rate, that rate don't bother me. I think maybe we should leave it at 4.05 though, because that rate is 20 years old almost now.
That's what I was sitting there thinking.
That's what Kip was saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's what we should stick with. I mean, it's balls in our court. If you all want to stay with it, I do too. I know Brian does, Stephanie.
I'll
So
stay with it.
that's the way I see it.
They got
I mean,
this anyway, we
right,
might as well use it.
20 years ago.
Yeah, it was
It was a 20-year-old.
99 or 2000 agreement.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I got no problem with it. So I'm glad you all feel like we just
Yeah,
stick with it.
I-
So, the other part is, the PSC is really, on them as to how they're paying old vendor balances.
Yes.
That kind of affects the payment plan that we
agreement.
were trying to come up with. So Skip wants to play a little bit of a waiting game on that agreement to pay off the old balance. But, you know, the other thing, 405, I'm just gonna tell him, the commission said we're sticking with it.
So we stick with the 75 if you want to. No, just, yeah.
Well, that's the one we'd already come down on, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's what
it's
I'm
at
saying.
7 something.
They
I
had
went to
taken
him
it
with
up.
it, and their board approved it and everything, and he's trying to say, and I've not watched the hearing, Kip did, he's trying to say that the PSC then told him, after he reported to them that the 405 rate was gonna be installed. But he says they asked him why not get it down to the old rate.
It's only just make it zero.
Yeah.
Well,
That kind of not their decision, that's
No.
your all's decision to stay with the 405. So,
I think we're good.
Yeah. well, good. We need we don't even, I mean, we can, I don't know if I wanna approach it as a motion or not, to make it official, because we've already said that's the rate that we want to charge them. No, they don't need a motion, we already said 405. The only other thing I want to do, I would like to get a motion on is the engagement letter with the CPA firm on the Southern evaluation.
Yeah.
I'd like for a motion from you all authorizing me to sign that agreement,
Yeah, just the agreement saying they're gonna do the,
the services.
They're gonna do the
yes.
evaluation
Oh,
of
no,
Southern.
yeah, sure,
I
yeah.
don't know if I
yeah,
sent it to you or not about the, I
No,
think you've all seen that agreement, haven't you, the engagement letter?
No, I don't think I have.
I ain't remember seeing it. But I
Are
know
we
what we're
paying
talking.
for all of it?
Yes.
That's
And that's what I was getting ready to ask you too, go ahead and authorize us to issue the check that has to go with the engagement letter, and it's 15,000, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like I told you too, I think you'd asked me if that covers everything.
Yeah,
According to what he says, unless some
right, there's some.
blows out of proportion, and that 15, and what that is, he charges 5,000 per evaluation.
Right, and then
There'll be
5,
one on PCUC, on Southern, and then the overall
Yeah,
evaluation.
right.
So it's 3 and it's 15. So if y'all can give us a motion to.
I mean, I don't think we got much of a choice.
No,
No.
we don't
I
have a
just-
choice.
I didn't want to do it
Sure.
officially, you know, with your all's motion behind me, so
Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
I'll work that for you tomorrow and do it. That's good. Other than that, I believe that's all on our side. You anything? Okay. Steve?
Anything else?
No,
I'm good.
Well, we're past the executive session, we're down to adjournment.
yeah.
Motion to adjourn?
I make a motion.
I say.
Motion carries.
Good deal.